Today we're going to be doing two math pages, 115 and 116, 117 and 118. John 15:5 says, I am the vine, you are the branches. If a man remains in me and I in him, he will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. Okay, so class practice number 1, we have a chart that we need to complete. They've done the first section for us, and we need to go ahead and get started where it says 9/12. We're going to do our pairs of factors for 9. Remember, the easiest one is always going to be the 1 times whatever the number is, 1 times 9. What else goes into 9? 3 times 3. And so our factors are going to be 1, 3, and 9. Let's look at our 12 now. The easiest again is going to be the 1 times 12. If the number ends in a 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8, we know that 2 will go into it, and this one does. It ends in a 2. So 2 goes into this. 2 times 6 is 12. And then the last one would be 3 times 4 is 12. And so our 12 factors would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Our common factors that we see in both the top and the bottom would be 1 and 3. Our greatest common factor is going to be 3. That's the highest number out of 1 and 3. And now we take our original fraction that we started with on that end right there, and we rewrite it here, and we divide it by our GCF, our 3. Nine divided by 3 is 3, and 12 divided by 3 is 4. So our reduced fraction is 3/4. Let's go ahead and look at 5 over 10. Of course, 1 times 5 is 1. And for 5, that's going to be the only one we get. So our factors is 1 and 5. For 10, 1 times 10, and also 2 times 5. And so our factors are 1, 2, 5, and 10. Our common factors are 1 and 5. And our greatest common factor is 5. We take our original fraction that we started with, 5 over 10. We write it over here. And we now divide it by what our GCF was. 5 was our GCF. 5 divided by 5 is 1, and 10 divided by 5 is 2. So our reduced fraction is 1 over 2. Okay, now we'll look at 10 over 14. 1 times 10, 2 times 5. Our factors will be 1, 2, 5, and 10. Now let's look at 14. We get 1 times 14 and 2 times 7. And our factors are 1, 2, 7, 14. Our common factors would be 1 and 2. So our greatest common factor is 2. Take our original fraction that we started with, 10 over 14. Divide them both the top and bottom by the GCF, which is 2. Ten divided by 2 is 5. 14 divided by 2 is 7. And our answer is 5 over 7. Okay, number 2, we got to reduce these fractions. So really what we're doing is the same thing we've done here, but without all the work. We're going to try to do it in our head here. So we're taking a number like that, 10 over 14, and trying to get our 5 over 7 at the end. We're trying to get all the way here without all the work. So we have 4 over 12. What's our GCF for 4 and 12? What's the highest number that goes into both 4 and 12? 4 is. 4 goes into 4 one time. 4 goes into 12 3 times. Our answer is 1/3. 8 over 14. What's our GCF? The highest number that goes into 8 and 14. It's 2. 2 goes into 8 4 times. 2 goes into 14 7 times. 4 over 7 is our reduced answer. C, we have 6 over 8. What's our GCF for 6 and 8? The highest number that goes into both 6 and 8 is 2. 2 goes into 6 3 times. 2 goes into 8 4 times. And our reduced fraction is 3/4. 3/4. D, we have 3 over 6. What is our GCF, the greatest common factor? For this one it would be 3, because 3 goes into 3 and 3 goes into 6. 3 goes into 3 one time, 3 goes into 6 2 times. Five and 15. What's our GCF for 5 and 15? It's 5. 5 goes into 5 one time, 5 goes into 15 3 times. For number 3, they're asking us, for example, letter A, they're saying 1/3 of 12. What they're saying is 12 divided by 3 will give us the answer. So 1/3 of 12 is 12 divided by 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. Okay, half of 6 would be dividing 6 by 2, and we'd get 3. 1/8 of 56, that's dividing 56 by 8, and we'd get 7. 1/5 of 30, that's dividing 30 by 5, we'd get 6. Let's look at the story problems together. 4A says, the missionary pilot flew his plane at the average speed of 187 miles per hour for 11 hours. How far did he travel in that time period? So we know that he was going 187 miles per hour. And then we know that he went for 11 hours. So we're going to multiply these two numbers to get our answer. 187 times 11. 1 times 7 is 7, 1 times 8 is 8, and 1 times 1 is 1. Then we need to put a 0 here, and the same thing. 1 times 7 is 7, 1 times 8 is 8, 1 times 1 is 1. Now we're going to add up our numbers. I get 7. 8 plus 7 is 15, carry the 1. 1 plus 1 plus 8 is 10, carry a 1, and 2. And so our answer is 2,057 miles. 2,057 miles. Letter B, Beth spent 4 weeks and 3 days on missions trip in Australia. How many days did she serve in Australia in all? So it's 4 weeks. Now we know each week is 7 days. So what's 4 times 7? That's 28. And then it says she also did 3 days. So 28 plus the 3, and you get 31 days. Okay, now we're looking at 117. It's telling us to complete this addition block. I'm going to go ahead and fill it in. Okay, now we'll look at number 2. We're supposed to write the fractions that belong beneath the number line. They've already done 0.6 for 0. We're going to do 1/6 right here, then 2/6, 3/6, 4/6, and 5/6. They've already done 6/6, and they've shown that 6/6 equals 1. Any number over itself is going to equal 1. 7 over 7 is the same as 1. 100 over 100 is the same as 1. Story problem here, 3a. Says Lindy was given 7 arithmetic worksheets to complete during the days she would be absent. She completed 3 of the sheets the first day. What fractional part of the sheets did she complete on the first day? Well, she finished 3 out of 7, and that's your answer. 3 out of the 7, so 3 7s. Then B says Dylan's grandfather was told by his doctor to walk briskly for 45 minutes each day. Yesterday he walked 2 3/5 miles, and today he walked 2 and 1/5 miles. How far did he walk in both days? So what they're telling us to do is add up what we have here. The first day he did 2 3/5 plus his second day of 2 1/5. We're going to add up these mixed numbers. 5 will be our denominator. 3 plus 1 is 4. 2 plus 2 is 4. So our answer, how far did he walk both days? 4 4/5 miles. Okay, you can go ahead and do the rest on your own. I'm going to be filling out this chart right now. And you can look up at it or you can get going on your own. You got to finish both worksheets, 115, 116, 117, 118. I know you guys can do it. You guys are so smart. Good job, guys.